Hello, I'm Pastor Buck, and this is Walking with God, where I discuss all things about the Bible, God, answer people's questions, and about the scientific evidence that actually supports the Bible, which is contrary to what many believe. And not only the scientific evidence, but also the historic and archaeological evidence that supports the truth of the Bible. Today I'm going to be giving 3 points that are strong evidence for the existence of God. So the first point is that most respected scientists agree that time and space had a beginning. And as the late Stephen Hawking said in his lecture, The Beginning of Time, he said the conclusion of this lecture is that the universe has not existed forever. Rather, the universe and time itself had a beginning in the Big Bang about 15 billion years ago. Again, that was Stephen Hawking from his lecture, The Beginning of Time. There's a scientific principle with 0 exceptions that anything that begins requires a cause. And we can see that in nature. We can see it all around us. Anything that begins requires a cause, and there is no exception to that rule. Therefore, logically, something that exists outside of time and space had to cause them to begin. And something outside of the limitations of time and space is by definition eternal. So that's the first point. The second scientific principle, with 0 exceptions, is that new life always and only comes from existing life. So the first life that came into being had to have come from an existing life that needed no beginning. And again, that's an eternal life. So that's the second point. The third scientific principle, with 0 exceptions, is that complex coded information always and only comes from an intelligence. If I was walking down the beach and I saw a message scrawled into the sand that said, "Good morning, Buck, welcome to the beach," I would naturally know that an intelligence had put that there, that no natural process could have done that. Now, the complex coded information that's found in the DNA of every single living creature that has ever existed is infinitely more complex than that simple message on the beach. And yet people are trying to claim that that came about through natural processes. So if that simple message scrawled on the beach had to have come from an intelligence, then how much more so the highly complex coded information that's written in the DNA of every living creature. So in those 3 points, I've clearly shown that something eternal that exists outside of the laws of space caused them to begin. And that something was or is a living, intelligent being. In all of human history, what has been conceived that would match such a description? Only one thing, and that's God. God is the eternal, uncaused cause of everything that exists outside of time and space and caused them to begin, just as it says in the Bible. I'm Pastor Buck. You've been watching Walking with God. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe.